What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Starfield, not Starfield, Raw and Nerdy.
Wow,
Organic episodes, gotta love
you
them.
just went old school Starfield Raw, man. We haven't done that one
Your
in a
dancing on
while.
the screen distracted me
Yeah, threw you off.
just a little bit. Welcome to episode 101. This is going to be a special Halloween episode.
Ooh, spooky. We
So
should have
if you're
dressed up in
listening,
costumes. Like, what are we doing?
we're not cosplayers.
Dude, I could have worn my dragon costume.
I could have gotten a blow up T-Rex costume and wore it.
Hey, you keep your blow-ups to yourself. Our listeners don't need to see your blow-ups.
All right. So if you are listening to this on a Friday, that was planned. It was not unplanned because it's Halloween. This is a Halloween episode.
Yeah, we decided to drop this one a little early just for Halloween because it wouldn't have made sense to drop it on November, 3rd?
Something like that. Let's see. Yeah, third.
Yeah,
Good
that wouldn't have
call.
made sense. So we had to drop this one on Halloween. And in true Halloween fashion, we're going to be talking about horror movies, horror video games, all of our favorite slasher fun.
And probably sit there and talk about some of the coolest costumes we saw growing up or what
Oh,
kids are
dude.
wearing these
I
days.
didn't even think about costumes. Yeah.
They gotten outlandish. So I was watching something. I forgot what it was, but it was talking about a dice box and how they should quickly throw their dice back in the box. And the other person in the video is going, "Why? It's just a dice box." And he's like, "It's nearly Halloween. What happens to every abandoned thing before Halloween?" And then they look down and there's a spirit Halloween sign on the box.
Nice. Yeah, I've been taking my youngest to a lot of like trunk or treats and things like that around
Mhm.
here, and seen a lot of interesting costumes. And guess what? The most common themed kids costume is this year, and I knew it was going to happen.
I don't know, to be honest.
K-pop demon hunters.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I was even telling my wife, I was like, I bet you we'll see a lot of those this year, and I've probably seen 20 of them already at least. And it's not even
Yeah.
Halloween yet.
That's crazy. So I was thinking about it. So growing up, we always wanted to dress up in costumes. Now we don't call it just dressing up in costumes. We call it cosplay.
No. See, if you do it on Halloween, it's called dressing up in a costume. If you do it any other day, it's cosplaying.
Some people on Halloween go all out too.
Oh, I know. It's wild. It's,
Mm-hmm.
some people, yeah.
So, how's your week been, man?
It has not been too bad. I have been working a lot. Obviously, I'm still getting to know my new job and stuff, and probably put in about 54 or 55 hours or so this week.
That's not bad.
So, been running a lot of routes with people, learning routes and stuff. I'm doing good. Like, I can probably run a route by myself already if I wanted, if I needed to for some reason. Um, hopefully don't have to, but I could. Um, I decided to go on a journey, and I'm gonna take all of you with me. I was talking to Rook the other day, and I don't know why. Oh, it was because I was playing Power Wash Simulator, which is oddly satisfying. But I was just sitting there power washing things, and I realized the game was made by Square Enix. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on a journey. I am going to start at Final Fantasy 1, play my way all the way up through Final Fantasy 16, and then Final Fantasy 7 Remake
Oof.
1 and 2. And who knows, by the time I'm done with that, it might be Final Fantasy Remake 3 too, because it's going to take a while. It's going to be a long journey. I mean, the first couple games will go quick, but then after that, each of the games are like between 30 and 50 hours apiece. and
So
there's a lot of them.
you were looking up times earlier and you said 1. Now, this is when we say Final Fantasy 1, you're talking about Japanese release 1.
I'm talking well, I was originally gonna just do, like, the Nintendo version, but then, like, I saw a sale for all the little pixel remakes that they did, and it's a package of 1 through 6, which is technically, we didn't even get all those in the US except as in these bundles. 1, 2, and 3 are all Nintendo, like, NES games, which we only got 1 in the US originally, and then number 4 was labeled as number 2 in the US, and it was on Super Nintendo. Number 5 didn't come out in the US, and then number 6 is the one everybody knows is 3, which is one of the best ones out there. But then we get into
So,
the ones everybody knows, like 7, 8, 9.
oh yeah. So what I was going to say was, ep- uh, number 1, you sat there and played, and they said it was what, 16, 17 hours?
They said it would take 16 hours, but I've played that one a lot. Like, I used to play that one on Nintendo a lot,
Mhm.
and I have beaten the first one already. It took me 7 hours and 17 minutes to get through the first game.
Oof,
I
that
know
was
right where to
fast.
go, and I flew through that game, like, and I didn't do all, like, the side stuff, and I didn't, like, sit there and level up a ton. I just as much as I needed to get through it, and the last boss was tough because I probably should have leveled a little before I went to fight him. He is tough, especially in the Pixel remaster because they give him, like, almost twice as much hit points in the Pixel remaster, so
Oh,
he's
wow.
yeah, and he casts a spell that heals him for 9,999 life every now and then. So if you don't kill him fast enough, he just heals for half his life because he's got 20,000 hit points and he can heal for half of it.
So if you spend 16 hours of just leveling before you fight him.
Yeah, then I'd be about where they said. But now I'm playing 2, which I don't recognize it. So I may have played it a long time ago, but I might have never even played this one. So this one's going to probably take me a little longer, probably closer to like the 18-hour mark to beat because I don't know where to go and what to do. I'm just going to I'm just following what they're telling me. So this one will be fun. Um I'm really excited to get to like 4 and 6 because those were 2 of my favorite Super Nintendo games,
Nice.
especially 6. 6 is a masterpiece. But I am skipping like a lot of like the offshoots and stuff. I'm just sticking to the numbered titles of the game, so I'm not doing
Mhm.
like Final Fantasy. I'm not doing the like Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy 7, or like the I think there's one called like Stranger of Paradise or something like that. That's another offshoot. Um, like those ones, and I'm haven't decided if I'm gonna do the Final Fantasy Tactics games or not. If I do, they'll probably be more toward the end.
Makes sense.
But I am gonna do the Final Fantasy 7 remake, 1 and 2, the remake and then Rebirth. I am doing those because those games that they fall in the series.
Of course.
But I'm going. My plan is to go 1 through 10, and then do 10-2, and then obviously skip 11 because it's an MMO and you can't really beat that. So I'll go straight to 12, beat that one, which from what I saw is the longest out of all of them. Like the average playtime for that game is like 65 hours, which is insane. Then
That
I'm
is
going to
long.
do 13, 13-2, 13-3 Lightning Returns, and then skip 14, obviously another MMO, go to 15, and then 16, and then back to the remakes for 7.
Is it is 11 still going?
Yep.
I
They're
thought
not
they
making
canceled it.
any new expansions or anything for it, but it's still got a pretty huge community. I was looking at it the other day. It's still got a pretty
Huh.
huge community, and
I-
they actually added a system where you can level with NPCs now, so you don't. It's not as hard to find groups and stuff as it used to be because you can
Okay.
just make your own group with NPCs. You can fill out your group with like if you can't find enough people. So that was one I actually thought about playing. I was like, I wonder if Brooke would want to play that game because me and you could play, and then like just fill out the rest of the group with NPCs if we had to.
Yeah, true. I don't think I've never played 11.
What? It's so good, dude. It's I fun wise, it's I don't know if I want to say it's better than 14, but it's really good. They have like this whole sub job system where you can have like your main job and a sub job to where you could be like a white mage sub job black mage, so you can still cast some like black mage spells and stuff, and it's really cool. Like the way that you can combine classes and
So Final Fantasy 11 release dates.
long time ago,
Mm,
2004.
2002 in
Oh,
Japan. When did it release in the US? And then April 2006 for Xbox 360.
it originally came out on the 360 and PlayStation 2. You had to have like the PlayStation 2 hard drive to play it.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
Let's
that's the
see. Designed and produced. It was released in Japan on May 16th, 2002 for PlayStation 2 and Microsoft Windows-based personal computers in November of that year.
mhm.
Uh, it was the first MMORPG to offer cross-platform play between PS2 and Windows, and it was later released for Xbox 360 in April 2006.
Yep, I'll agree
Yeah,
with that.
I've never played it because at that time I lived where I lived and I didn't have internet. Uh, I was uh,
Did you just
I
say I
was
lived
graduate.
where I lived?
Yes,
Oh,
I I lived in a small town and we didn't have internet in my house because that was still a really early thing.
yeah.
And when we when I moved out, I was in the military. I didn't actually always have the best internet, so I was never able to play it.
That's fair. It's actually a really fun game. You would like it. I guarantee
Yeah.
you would like it. It's a lot of fun. Plus, now they give you like bonuses when you start and stuff. Like you get this little hat that gives you like regen and refresh right off the bat. Into that you can wear
Nice.
them up until like level 30 on any job that you're playing at the time. And it's similar to Final Fantasy 14 where you can like change jobs and level different jobs on the same character and stuff like that. So
Okay.
it's pretty cool.
Definitely 2002 graphics.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's PS2, man. PS2 graphics.
Yeah.
But it is a fun game. I enjoyed it. But so yeah, that's my journey I'm gonna be taking. And it is gonna take a long time. I expect it to, but I'm gonna bring you guys along, tell you what I'm doing, where I'm at in the games, the cool parts that I see. I'm even gonna try and keep a running list of like ranking them as I go. Like to where after I'm done, I'll know definitively which one's the best. Have a really strong feeling it's gonna be Rebirth. That's what I keep hearing from people who have done this journey, that Rebirth is just
Reboot.
Rebirth Rebirth is just, like, hands down the best game in the series, but we'll see.
I thought about doing that with Breath of Fire, but it's only 4 games because I refuse to play Dragon Quarter.
Well, I mean, it's still a journey. It'll be a shorter journey, but it's still a journey. It's
Oh, I
fun.
can make that game last a long time,
You should do it
especially
with the
Breath of Fire 1.
you should do it with the Dragon Quest games, there's a lot of those.
God, I can't I started playing the
You
Dragon
can get
Quest games.
past thou. You could get past the Old English. You can do it. I know
I
you can.
can. Question is, do I want to?
I think they have remasters of all the old ones of that game too.
I can play them directly on, my Switch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I Steam has those games in the
Dragon
store.
Warrior like Dragon Quest, but they were originally called Dragon Warrior, but Dragon Warriors like 3 and 4 are still two of my favorite NES games.
They did remaster 1 and 2, and it looks amazing.
Yeah. Maybe they
I
don't
was
have the thous and thuses
They're
in
not
the
showing
remaster.
I'm looking at all the pictures. This is oh my god. All right.
I've actually watched people speed run the first game in like a couple hours, so you can get through that first game real fast. Second one
I know.
might take a little while. The third and fourth one, those games are so fun. They're
All
long
right.
though.
I want to share my thing real quick because this is awesome. I want to set this up though because I wasn't planning on doing this, so I didn't have it set up originally.
The
Here,
remaster.
uh, not the remaster. Trying to remember how to share speed peaker layout
Such a
script.
noob.
Share. Hey, I don't do it often. Presentation. Screen. There we go. That one.
Oh,
That is the
something's
remastered
happening
graphics.
for the first one.
Yeah, for 1 and 2. That is the remastered graphics that they have on, Steam.
That's pretty solid. That
I
could be
know,
fun.
right? It looks amazing.
Yeah,
So I
that
might
looks like
actually do it.
that almost looks like Nintendo DS type graphics.
Mhm. But I might actually look into that because it does look like it'll be interesting.
Yeah, that looks like it'd be kind of fun.
And go
We'd
back
both
to our
be
normal
playing
layout.
Square Enix games.
I know, right?
Well,
But yeah, so I might actually do Dragon Quest. It'll be a pain to get through all of that stuff, but I can get past the English. If I can
it's
read the
mainly
Scarlet
just in
Letter.
it's mainly just in the first game, and like I said, you could get through that game in a couple hours.
Yeah, I've never played it, so for me, it's gonna be different.
True. Yeah, you don't know where the dragon armor and the dragon sword are, which are basically all you need. Then you can just go win. You got to find those the old school way, unless you cheat.
The old school way with Google?
No, don't cheat. No, I mean the old school way of trying to follow the text until they kind of tell you where to look.
Oh, yeah. "Hey, thou should go to this city. It's big."
Yeah,
Alright.
not in a city, I'll tell you that. But it those games have really cool music too. I like the music.
A lot of the older games like that have good music.
That's one thing I really like about the Final Fantasy games too, is the music is on point.
Was
I like
Mystic
them.
Quest a Final Fantasy game?
It was, but that's a spin-off and I'm not playing that game.
When I got
That's widely known as the worst Final Fantasy game ever. Well,
that was the first Final Fantasy game I ever got introduced to.
oh, I'm sorry. Uh,
Yeah.
another good one, like one of the spin-offs that is good that I'm not gonna play, um, is Crystal Chronicles. I really did like Crystal Chronicles, but I don't know if there's a port of it anywhere, and it's a GameCube game, so it'd be kind of hard to get my hands on. But the other ones I could get, like 1 through 16 and all those, I could just get right on Steam, and I'm just gonna play it through there.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense. I think 7 I have on the Switch. Then you got the 7 remake. Are you going to do the 7 remake or are you going to do 7?
when I get to 7, I'm doing
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the 7 remake at the end. After I get
Okay.
through 16, then I'm gonna go to the technically, the 7 remake came out after 15, and then Rebirth came out after 16, but I'm gonna do just those at the end.
That makes sense. Because hopefully by that time, the third one comes out and you can play all 3 of them together.
Yeah, I kinda want that's why I wanna do 1 and 2, because like, at the end, because I wanna do them together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really I'm really tempted to play because they just remastered Final Fantasy Tactics too, and that just came out recently, and I might throw that in there too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if by the time I get to the end of Rebirth, if I've had enough of Final Fantasy or not. Once I
Never.
get to the 16th Final Fantasy, not a very good name of the series, but hey,
Hey, from what I can see, they're up to Dragon Age 13 plus all their spin-offs.
Dragon Quest. Oh, dude, if you play the Dragon Quest games, though, you have to play Dragon Quest Heroes and you have to play Dragon Quest Builders. Those count.
Speaking of Dragon Quest builders, I was looking at the list of Steam, and it says Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, the Dragon Quest Monsters, the Dark Prince, and then Dragon Quest Builders.
Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2 is they're both really, really good games. They're like RPGs, but also like Minecraft, kind of.
So they took Minecraft and turned it into a Dragon Quest game.
Kinda. Like you could build you get to build stuff. It's cool. Especially when you go there's like a sandbox mode too where you can go in and just build. It's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
But
Huh. I'll have to
anyway,
check that out.
so that's my week. I'm starting this journey. And yeah, how was your week?
My week has not been too bad. I was sick Wednesday and Thursday, which caused me to cancel a trip I was going to be taking to North Carolina, which sucked. And then Saturday I was feeling better, so I went and played my D&D, and then today is today.
Today is today. Man, you are
Yep.
just you lived at your where you lived, and today is
And
today.
today is today. Yeah,
Right.
it's today was more of a just relaxing day. I didn't do much. I did game a little bit. I did stream on Twitch, but I was playing Lord of the Rings online, and I'm still pursuing that adventure with that one character that I refuse to play without streaming. And then I jumped into Cyberpunk 2077 and forgot completely how the controls work and had to go start over again.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I've never played that game.
It's actually kind of fun.
When it first came I've heard it's really good now, but when it first came out, it was so buggy and glitchy that I'm like, I'm gonna stay away from it, and then I just never bought it.
Yeah, I got it for on launch, but my computer had I had one time I had a game breaking bug. All the other bugs were minor and it wasn't that big of an issue for me. Uh, so I was able to play it fairly well. I got fairly far. I never beat the game. So I was like, you know what? I'll jump in and out. But then I got distracted because I saw the gameplay, not gameplay, the actual release. What's that thing called? Uh, Trailer
Mm.
for the new Halo campaign Evolved, the Halo 1 remake into Unreal 5. So
I saw that trailer as well.
I am completely 100% pissed off at Microsoft and Halo Studios because the biggest feedback Halo 5 had was there was no co-op play anymore. It's no split screen co-op, I should say. And they're doing that again. So if you have kids you want to play the game with, you have to have two versions of the game and two systems to play on. Because screw people who have families and want to have fun with their kids, right? That is the biggest feat.
Yeah, every game is getting away from that, and it sucks because it's one thing I like about Nintendo is they still do that. Like you can still play Mario
Oh yeah,
Kart and for like what or split
yeah,
screen, and like Nintendo still does it. Microsoft and Sony, they're just like, nah, buy two of our systems if you want to play.
yeah. And so I also saw this clip. Right, I'll talk about this little ad I saw right after that. Um, but they are bringing back the voice of the Master Chief, the voice of Cortana, the voice of what's his name, Sergeant Johnson.
Don't know him.
They're adding some quests that they're adding some uh missions that will be about Chief and Johnson, and then they are adding some new weapons. They're adding the sprint because none of the Halos have sprint from the early Halos. None of them had sprint, so they're adding sprint and all that good stuff. So we'll see how it goes, but I will never play Halo on a console again if they're going to keep removing split screen co-op because My brother can jump onto a console, I can play on here and then cross-platform that way.
Mhm.
But yeah, and that's my biggest gripe is and their argument for taking it out of 5 is what really made me mad. It's like, "It's a beautiful artistic masterpiece, and if we had to put in, split screen, we'd have to take away from the graphics." It's like, your
Why?
graphics are already over the top. You can
Uh,
shrink them down just a little to add split screen. The hardware on the PS4 could generate both the, um, 2 screens at once. I don't think it would have had that much of an issue. I just think that they were coming up with an excuse as to why they removed it.
yeah, that's a chintzy excuse.
It is.
Uh,
But hey, what do I know? I'm not a greedy um a-hole like Microsoft and Halo Studios is.
yeah, I ran into a problem today.
What's that?
I was, out buying a Ethernet switch so that I just wanna direct connect my computer. I'm sick of running on Wi-Fi. It sucks for gaming and stuff, and so I
Mhm.
wanna do it, but my router only has 1 Ethernet port, so I need either a switch or a splitter. So I was out looking for one, and I just recently got my first, like, full paycheck from my work. So, like, I got money and I'm, out at the store, and, like, every store I went to had Switch 2s sitting on the shelf. I'm like, "Man."
Don't tell me you bought one.
No, I didn't. I didn't, not yet. Not yet. I want one, but
That would just be
there's
funny.
just there's just not enough games out for it yet to make it worth it to me. Like, right now,
True.
the only games I would even buy for it are Donkey Kong Bonanza and, Mario Kart World Tour, and I don't think it's worth spending $500 for a system for 2 games.
Risking breaking my system makes me never wanna buy a Switch 2.
Well, I'm not worried about them breaking my system because I don't hack my system. Like, my I didn't hack my Switch, and I wouldn't hack a Switch too. So I'm not worried that they would brick it, but, like, I just I need there to be more than 2 games for it before I'm willing to spend that kind of money on it.
Yeah, the only games I really play on Switch right now are Pokemon, so I don't really worry about those.
I mean, yeah,
Uh,
I could buy Z to A on it, but, like, I could also get Z to A on my regular Switch, so.
yeah, I still need to finish Arceus.
Oh, dude,
I
Arceus is
I'm
such a
lacking.
good game.
I'm going into the section where you have to do the 3 lakes.
Oh, yeah,
So,
you got a little bit.
yeah. Well, because I stepped back from the game, I might end up starting over because I have no idea where or what I was doing. I forgot all the controls, all that stuff.
Yeah, I beat it, and I the other day, like, right before Z-Day came out, I was like, "You know what? I might wanna play Arceus again." So I loaded it up, and you can only have 1 save profile.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess if I made another profile on my Switch, I could have us do it that way, but, like, it's weird that you can only have 1 save game.
Yeah, they started doing that, I wanna say in the mainstream games.
But it's been so long since I played the game, I would have no clue how to play it, so I have to start over
Yeah.
at this point, but I don't wanna, like, delete it because I had a lot of good stuff. Which I guess it really doesn't matter if I'm not gonna play it anymore.
Well,
Um,
what you can do, I don't remember if Pokemon Legends talks with Pokemon Home. If it does, you can transfer out Pokemon you wanna keep into Pokemon Home and then transfer them into a new start.
into a new start. Like, if I wanted to keep any, they would be like all my little legendary dudes I caught, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna start with the legendaries, that's cheating.
Why not?
That's cheating, man.
It is not cheating, it is in the game
Yeah,
because that's how I get certain Pokemon that I wanna get that, you have to go to expansions and stuff to get for, like, Violet, because Dratini is one of my favorite Pokemon. Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. I wanna get them, but some games, you have to wait until you're in the end zone to get a level 10 Pokemon. So I'm
yeah.
like, "Alright, cool. I can go into my Let's Go Pikachu game, catch it, throw it into Pokemon Home and then pull it out and run in those games with it.
You know what my favorite thing about Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee was?
You could transfer your Pokemon Go Pokemon onto the
Yes.
consoles.
Yes, I loved it. And well, I mean that, and it was just like both of those games were just basically Pokemon Red and Blue. It was exactly the
It's
same
Pokemon
story.
Yellow. One was Let's Go Pikachu is Pokemon Yellow, straight up,
Yeah. And Let's Go Eevee
which is
was
Red and Blue. It's
yeah.
it's the same game. It's just you're following. It's Pokemon Yellow, but instead of Pikachu, it's Eevee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I liked about it. It was just a remake of a classic game.
Yeah. Of like the OG.
Yeah,
It was
and really
the original 151 Pokemon.
the only things they really changed was the person you can talk to based on what version of the game you had to get a special thing, and then also the overland view of seeing the Pokemon run around. The story and everything was exactly the same with better
Yeah.
graphics.
Mhm.
Now, if
Yeah.
only they would do that with every game.
Yeah, they see that's my problem with the Pokemon games though, is like every single game except for the Legends games follow the same format for the most part. It's like, oh, you're starting against your rival. You got to beat the 6 gyms or whatever it is. Then you go to the hall of the little path of the masters, fight your way, be the champion, and then you win. Like every game follows that same format, and it's like,
The issue I have with the newer games, I've mentioned several times on this show, is how your rival picks the Pokemon that's weak against yours instead of red and blue, where or
who's
the
the
first
strongest? Yeah,
batch of it, they pick your Pokemon's this type your Pokemon's weak against. So I
yeah,
kind of miss that.
adds a little challenge.
Hmm.
I agree.
But how about we get into our main topic?
Oh yeah, yeah, we were gonna do that, weren't we? A spooky topic. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, so what do you want? You want to start with?
Let's start with video games since we're already talking about video games.
All right. So I was looking around and I found a pretty good list from Rolling Stone. They have a top 10 list of what they consider the top 10 best horror games. And I kind of
Mhm.
agree with, there's a couple on the list I've never even heard of, but for the most part, I agree with the list. So this is
By the
the
way,
list I chose.
I want to do a caveat real quick from our last episode. We were talking about uh Rabbit asked us what our favorite video game turn movie was. Video game based off movie based off a video game. We
Yeah.
left out Resident Evil.
Yeah. Those ones aren't really based on the game that much, though. They're we left out. I actually was watching this thing today, and we left out a lot.
Yeah, I know,
Like
right?
there was a lot of them that we completely forgot about, like The Last of Us and The Witcher.
The Last of Us movie was good.
How I don't know how we didn't think of the Witcher.
I know, right? Especially since we talk about Henry Cavill a lot.
You know,
All
like
right,
anyway. So number 10 on the list is a game called I'm Scared. Came out in 2012 on the PC.
I've never
Um,
played that.
I've never even heard of that one, but
Apparently, it's a
apparently
scary game.
it's a first person horror.
Okay.
Plays out like a bad batch hallucination from Benadryl, is what they say. Its plot is evasive and fuzzy, which sometimes adds to that feeling, but the general idea is the player themselves is the game's protagonist, and they are being spoken to in real life by the grinning demons inside the I'm Scared game file. Hmm, okay. Number 9 is Five Nights at Freddy's 4.
I have never played any games that series, but I heard they are good.
Me too, and I've seen the movie, and it was good. Another adaptation. That was actually a really good adaptation of the movies or of the games. Number 8 is PT on PlayStation 4. That game, was only kind of a demo. Like they never released the full game, but it was
Hmm.
terrifying. Like I played it. It was like a
Okay.
free demo and it was crazy creepy. Number 7 is Phasmophobia on PS5.
That's
That
actually
game,
a good game.
yeah, that game is creepy. That game is creepy. Number 8 is Clock Tower from 1995 on the PlayStation and Windows. Um, I don't know. It was scary, but it wasn't like the graphics on it made it not as scary as it could have been. Like if they did a like reboot of it, it would probably be pretty freaky. Number 5, never heard of this one. Rule of Rose on
I've
PS2.
never heard of that. Back in PS2 days, though, I wasn't looking for horror games. So
What? I was. There was some good ones, really good ones, and they're on the list. Well, maybe. I think they are. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard on PS4 and Xbox One and Windows. That game is probably the scariest Resident Evil game in my opinion. That one's weird and it's freaky and it's got a lot of jump scares. And the first time I ever played it was on VR, so it has a special place in my heart. That like is there's like a weird inbred family that like
Yeah.
captures you and like cuts your hands off and stuff. It's freaky.
Hmm. I've seen gameplay of it. It is freaky.
You never played it?
Nope.
Oh, dude, you're missing out. This game, okay, so there's this scene where you're at the table and the dad comes charging at you. And I was like, my sister loves horror movies. So I was like, hey, you should check this out. And I put it on her and stuff and let her play out this scene. And when the dad comes, like jump scares and comes flying at her, she like literally like tried to run backwards with the VR headset on and tripped over the bed. It was, it was a moment I'll never forget. It was so funny.
Nice.
She's like, "That's too real. That's too real." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why it's so good." Number 3 is on the PS4, Switch, and Xbox One. It is called Outlast. I have played this one, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd put it at number 3. I'd probably put it like further in the list, maybe in the top 15. But it is a pretty good horror game. Number 2 is Fatal Frame 3: The Tormented, PS2. Very good horror game. Very good horror game. And number 1, another one I've never heard of. It's called Amnesia: The Dark Descent. It was ported
It
to the PS4 and
sounds
Xbox One.
it sounds familiar, but I have never played that.
The
I
problem I
don't
have
know a
with
lot
this
about it.
list is there's one game that like traumatized me as a kid, and it's not on this list, and it makes me
I'm
mad.
sorry, ET's not going to be on that list.
Nope, nope.
Well, again,
Silent Hill.
I'm surprised Silent Hill and Fear didn't make the
Yeah,
list.
Silent Hill deserves to be on this list because every time you're walking through this creepy dark town and every time all the music gets all weird and then all of a sudden everything changes to the like creepy world, I literally my skin would start crawling. This the original Silent Hill, me and my buddy John and Chris might have been there. I don't remember if he was. I know it was me and John, but we played that game and stayed up all night because we did not want to go to bed because the game had us freaked out. And we just kept playing it all night and we ended up beating it in like one day because we couldn't go to bed because it was terrifying us. So
So,
that game deserves to be on this list and I'm sad it's not on here.
my favorite horror game or scary game is Fear. The jump scares in that were actually really good.
Yeah. I would say my favorite horror game, I have a couple. I really like Resident Evil 8, The Village. That game is probably my favorite Resident Evil game. I've beaten it so many times. And then I have this other one, um, gosh, what's it called? Rush for Blood,
Never heard of
where
that one.
it's on the VR where you're gosh, I have it right here. Oh, where are you? Let me grab it real quick. Oh, yes. This you can kind of see the
Ah.
cover. Yeah. So in this game, it's a VR game, and you are on a roller coaster. Like you're on this little like slow moving roller coaster, and you're going through like a fun house, and
Mhm.
all these like creepy clowns are like jumping out at you and like throwing Molotov cocktails at you, and like there's these big demon creatures, and like there's one area where you go through and like the light flashes off and comes on, and there's all these like mannequins just standing there, and then they start moving all creepy and coming at you, and you gotta like shoot them as you go by.
That's
It's
not creepy at all.
no, it's fun. It's fun. I like playing that game. I play
So
that one with my daughter.
video games, I don't play a lot of horror games when it comes. I'm more into the action adventure games, and horror games just don't really. I gave Fear a shot because so many people were talking about it, and I was like, I'll try something new. And that actually scared the shit out of me one night because I had all the lights off while playing the game. So it was just the light from the TV and whatnot. It's like, bam. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to turn this light on.
Yeah. You know what they say about horror movies, right? If you ever feel alone, just put on a horror movie and turn off all the lights and you won't feel alone anymore.
Hey, that's a good segue into the next list, sir.
The movies?
Dude, if you watch a horror movie, not a slasher movie, but a horror movie, and you turn the lights off, you will start hearing the sounds your house normally makes as it's settling and
Uh,
start freaking out about that.
oh yeah. See, this is another one of those like okay, so this list I found is on Rotten Tomatoes. It's based off of the tomato score. Um it's the top. I mean, I could go for a ways, but I'll just do like what do you want? Top
How many is it?
20? I think it goes 200. No, I'm not going 200. But
Yeah, no, we don't. Oh, yeah. I see that. Yeah, no.
yeah, the number 1 is called His House. I've never heard of this movie, but it gets 100% and I kinda wanna watch it now.
It's based on his house, man.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it just the cover
Let's
makes me
see.
wanna watch it. It's a bunch of people looking all creepy, staring.
I've never even heard of that. I'm looking at IMDb and it's not even in their top 10.
Yeah, but it's got 100% tomato score. It's not necessarily the best, it just has the best tomato score, which means it's, like, very
What's the popcorn meter? Because that's their audience score.
oh, let's see. Does it have it? 73% popcorn.
Wish you could organize by popcorn meter because that's the one where the
No.
fans tell you which one's better.
Yeah, I wish I could too. All right, the second one on the list is called Under the Shadow with a 99%. It came out in 2016. It's another one I've never heard of. See, these ones
Hmm.
aren't I don't know. I'm gonna go with the ones that I've heard of that I know are good. Number
Well,
4. Oh,
sometimes you actually got to look and see if they're actual.
yeah, some of them aren't like American. Like the names of the people in them are all like
Mhm.
The Wailing, Kwak Don Won, Jun Kanamaru. Like this one's
Like
obviously
this,
like
Under the Shadow was made by. Let's see.
see, that's another one that only gets a 71 popcorn score.
Yeah, looking at them, I'm looking at it, and it looks like a lot of the cast and crew are from Bollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get Out. I've heard of that one. I
I
have not
haven't seen it.
seen it, but I've heard it's really, really good.
Mhm.
and freaky. Uh, Number 5 on the list, this one scared the living crap out of me. The
I've never
Babadook.
seen that one. I didn't even see any information on
Dude, don't watch that one with the lights off at night.
it.
That movie is legit terrifying. It is scary. Like, not gross scary, but, like, scary scary.
Mm.
The critic consensus says The Babadook relies on real horror rather than cheap jump scares, and boasts a heartfelt, genuinely moving story to boot. Yeah,
A
it's just
genuine moving horror story.
yeah. Man, a lot of these, like
The next
enough.
one on this list makes me, I'm sorry, but my military perversion comes in.
What, Let the
I
Right
still
One
want
In?
to, yeah, you want to let the right one in, not the left one.
Oh gosh.
Mhm.
Da-doo-tsh. Yeah, that movie's pretty decent. Eh, I mean, I wasn't too terribly scared on that one. We'll go down the list a little. The Ring, everybody's heard of The Ring. That one's number 11 on this list. Number 12 on the list just came out this year, and I actually really want to see this. I just haven't yet. It's called
Mhm.
Sinners. It's got Michael B. Jordan in it and Haley Steinfeld. It, that one actually looks really good. It's like about like old school bootleggers and stuff, but
Oh,
like
nice.
but vampires.
Of course.
Jaws, number 13 on the list. Psycho, King Kong, that's 14 and 15.
King
Like,
Kong's not a horror movie.
I mean, kinda.
I
About
wouldn't
a
call that.
giant monkey.
I would call that as much of a horror movie as Godzilla.
Yeah, I mean, that's also considered a horror movie in a lot of
Yeah,
circles. The
I don't.
original Halloween, 97% at number 17.
That was a good one.
Nosferatu, number 19. Again, like, what's one movie that you can remember that you watched that literally just, like, you couldn't go to sleep after that? It just literally gave you
Leprechaun.
goosebumps. Leprechaun. Jennifer Aniston. Leprechaun,
Now,
okay.
to be honest, movies I've watched that made it nervous to not go to sleep. There's been a couple.
Like, that
Um,
you can you remember looking down and just seeing the hair standing up on your arms because you're just like, "Holy cow, this movie's giving me the tingles."
I don't remember. There was a good one. I wonder if I see the name of it, I might know it. Uh,
One of them for me was 1408.
I've never seen that one.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're missing out. That movie literally, it's about a guy who, like, he reviews haunted hotels,
Mhm.
and they tell him not to go to this one hotel because, like, anybody who sleeps in room 1408 ends up, like, killing themselves. And he goes there, and obviously it's got Samuel L. Jackson and John Cusack in it. But man, the things that happen in that movie, like, literally make the hair stand up on your arms. It's like, ooh, it creeps me right out.
I can't think of it, but I know there was one recently I watched. It was an older one that actually, when I went to bed, I had my TV on so that way I could actually sleep with noise.
Ooh, It
Uh,
Follows. That was another one that was super creepy.
I want to say uh, one of the Cloverfield movies was one that made me a little nervous. Not to the point to where I couldn't sleep, but enough to make me nervous when I tried to sleep.
Was it Cloverfield, or was it that, like, 14 Cloverfield Lane?
No, I think it was Cloverfield itself.
Mm. That movie just Like, I don't know, the
10
way they
Cloverfield
filmed it,
Lane.
or 10 Cloverfield, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That one just kinda like, the original Cloverfield was that's the one that's filmed like Blair Witch, right? Where it's like a
Yeah.
dude running around with yeah, that one just made me, like, nauseous watching
It
it bounce
does,
around.
but most movies that are filmed like that tend to do that.
Silence of the Lambs, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely a good one. That whole series is a good one.
Mhm.
Uh,
We Are Still Here. Ooh,
we're still here.
that sounds creepy. I've never heard of it. I mean, yeah, never heard of it or seen it.
See, the problem is for me to be affected by movies to where I can't go to sleep, it can't have a premise like, say, The Ring, where you have to watch something that triggers the horror effects, the killing from a poltergeist or whatever. Because then I'm like, all right, cool. I don't watch The Ring. I don't want have that DVD just to watch it. It
But
it
you
has
just
to be.
watched it.
I know. But for some reason, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. The stuff that bothers me is where what is it? Poltergeist?
Oh, dude, Poltergeist, don't even get me started on Poltergeist.
That one actually makes me a little nervous because it's a ghost in the house. It's a poltergeist in the house, and that's because any house could actually have that.
What about, like, Nightmare on Elm Street?
I'm trying to remember what's in that one.
The whole premise of that movie is you falling asleep and this
Oh yeah,
demon
Freddie Mercury. Not Freddie
Freddie
Mercury.
Mercury,
Freddie Mercury comes.
terrifying. Freddie
Freddie
Mercury's
comes.
coming after me.
Freddie is coming after you. Yeah, I know that series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid watching that, I didn't wanna go to sleep.
Poltergeist, okay, so there's a scene in Poltergeist where the kid is, like, on the bed, and this clown reaches out from underneath the bed and grabs him and pulls him under the bed. I had
Mhm.
that clown when I was, like, 4 when I watched this movie, and that clown left my room immediately.
Annabelle was another good one.
Annabelle's real, though.
I know.
That's why Annabelle's freaky, because Annabelle's based on a true story. But when I was a kid, when I was 4 years old, I watched Poltergeist and the It miniseries at the same like, in the same week,
It was
right before
another good
Halloween.
one,
Yeah,
and I'm
Tim Curry
scrolling
was
through.
freaky, dude.
Dude, what bothers me is I'm sitting here scrolling, trying to remember the name of this stuff, and movies that I thought would be higher up on this list for Rotten Tomatoes are further down. The
Yeah, I know.
Conjuring The Conjuring is at 129.
Us
Poltergeist is at 127.
Us was kinda creepy too. But, I
Uh,
mean
so I was sitting there talking to War Makita in chat, and we are talking about movies. Like, dude, I can't wait till he was like, I can't wait till 28 years later comes out. That whole franchise has actually been pretty good. And the reason why I mentioned that is because 121 is 28 days later.
yeah.
I need to watch that
Yeah,
series.
but you say 121, but what's the Rotten Tomato score? It's probably still in the 80s.
It's in the 80s.
Yeah, like, all of
But see,
these I'm at number 64 right now, and it's still at 93%.
we put horror movies on this list, and there's some in here that I'm surprised Stephen King's movies aren't higher up on the
Oh,
list.
dude. The Cabin in the Woods was a good one, but this one had me shook, dude. Have you ever seen Drag Me to Hell?
Mm-mm.
Mm,
Why?
mm. That
Mm.
movie, it's Sam Raimi for one. He is
Yeah.
an amazing director, but, like, that movie messed me up because, like, just when you think, they beat it and everything was good,
Hmm.
it's you're wrong. Shaun of the Dead, I don't know why that's a horror movie.
That's a comedy.
That movie's hilarious.
If any of the scary movies are on this list, I'm gonna laugh my butt
No way.
off.
If they are, they're near the bottom because 'cause they're terrible. Like, where are the Evil Dead movies? Because they deserve to be
Further
on here.
down, I mean,
Evil Dead
uh,
movies are great. Did
They
you ever
are.
watch the show Ash versus the Evil Dead?
I don't think I've watched that show.
It was good. Misery,
Aliens is on the list.
Pet Cemetery.
I got to
Dude.
give you, for jump scares, Aliens is a really good job. The Alien franchise
Oh yeah.
for the first couple of movies.
There's a lot of jump scares. Ginger Snaps, that was pretty good. Wreck, that was a good one too. Zombieland, that is not a
That's a
horror movie.
comedy.
That's a comedy. It literally the consensus says wickedly funny and featuring plenty of gore.
See, they're mixing horror with gore.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for some people that would be gore. I mean, that would be horror.
Like, you know what series? Okay, I'm at number 105, and you know what series I haven't seen a single one on here?
Hmm.
The Terrifier series.
Don't think I've seen that one.
I have not either, but I've heard that they are just like super creepy. The third movie was so gory that people were throwing up in the theater when they watched it.
Hey, scroll down a little bit on the list. There's your first Evil Dead movie at 114.
I almost there.
Well,
It
you're at
comes at
105.
night. Oh yeah, Evil Dead 2.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that one to be so far down. But then again, there's a lot of movies on here that
I
I've
mean,
never heard of.
that's 88%. That's still pretty dang good.
Oh, yeah, we're still in the 80s. So don't get us wrong. We're sitting here talking about this list and bashing this list, but
The
there's still
Descent, that
good
was a
rated
good one.
movies. Like, I was looking
Poltergeist is all the way down at 127. Oh,
I was looking at IMDb's horror list.
what is that one? Okay.
Have you ever heard of let's see. These are all more recent movies though. I want to go release date all the way up to say today.
Ooh,
All right.
have you ever heard of gosh, I just blanked. I can't think of what it's called now. I'm gonna have to look it up. Maybe it'll be on here.
All right. So this is showing a lot of let me go user ratings, US box office. I'll go with that one. All right. Horror movies broken down to US box office. I shouldn't use that one because now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, there's some horrible ones at the top.
1408 is at 169 on this list. Holy cow. Way down there.
Yeah. All right. Number one they have is for user because I'm going by user ratings. I'll go by popularity. Screw it. Number one, they have the Black Phone 2. I've never even
Okay.
heard of that. It was released this year.
You've never heard of Black Phone?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's a good one.
It looks like it would be good. It's in theaters right now, apparently. Then they have Weapons, and then the Black Phone. Uh, let's see, Frankenstein. All these are movies. So right now, all the movies they're showing are movies coming out this year. So that's the problem with some of these lists. It's like, I want movies that are number of ratings. There we go. We'll go by number of ratings because that'll give us a better view. All right. So
Okay.
Silence of the Lambs, The Shining, which has been rated at an 8.4.
That's a
Then
good
you
movie.
have Aliens. Uh this one is I Am Legend. I actually like that one.
That's a great movie.
Mm-hmm. And then another Aliens. American Psycho made this list.
Oh, that's what it is. So the one I was trying to think of a minute ago, have you ever seen the movie The Unborn?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Oh, dude, that movie's creepy.
So American Psycho, where what's his name got Christian Bale
Oh, yeah.
got overly skinny for that movie. Let's see, Get Out, Psycho, World War Z was another good zombie movie.
There's quite a few
Jaws.
good zombie movies.
But see, I don't know why you like movies. Zombieland, yeah, it's supposed to be a horror movie, but it's more of a comedy. It made this list.
It is great.
A Quiet Place. Heard that's supposed to be good.
Yep.
And Conjuring, Split, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is in a horror movie list.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
The Thing from 1982.
Yeah.
So Saw, I don't consider a horror. That's just a gore movie. The
Saw.
Exorcist.
Yeah, that movie's. People are
Those,
still scared of Linda Blair.
yeah, The Exorcist and movies like that, Cabin in the Woods, uh, Cloverfield, somewhat, but movies like The Exorcist, Poltergeist, uh, Cabin in the Woods, where it's feasible for someone to be or for it to be haunted and whatnot. That is the movies that actually make me nervous at night.
Oh, what's that one? What the one about the banjos? Deliverance.
I've actually never watched that
Dude,
movie all the way through.
what? That movie is creepy. Or like
Constantine.
Constantine. That's more of like a superhero movie. Kind of.
It's a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Interview with a Vampire. That's not a horror movie.
No.
The Mist. That was a good one.
That one was okay.
I'll give you credit. I'll give credit where credit is due. M. Night Shyamalan doesn't have a lot of great movies, but he has some good horror movies with good twists.
A couple. The Village was decent.
28 Weeks Later, The Witch, Alien Covenant, Chapter 2. Halloween made the list, but I was going by ratings, so it's at like number 50. It's been rated 331,000 times.
I'm gonna test your horror movie knowledge.
Oh, I'm gonna fail this one, but let's
You
give it a
probably
shot.
are. Who was the killer in the movie Friday the 13th?
Friday 13th. Uh,
Was the killer?
I'm trying to remember. That's not the one with Jason, right?
I mean, Friday the 13th is known for Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. I thought I thought it was Jason Voorhees, but it has something to do with his mom.
His mom is the killer in the first movie. Yep.
Mhm.
He
I
doesn't come
remember
till the
that
second
one.
movie. Yep. He doesn't come till the second movie.
Yeah, I that one is the one where a lot of people tend to forget that he has come. He doesn't and isn't the first movie.
Yep. That's
And
why I
then
was testing you.
I was like, I know
You
his mom is
passed,
the killer
sir.
in one of them.
You passed, sir.
Friday 13th, the Halloween movies. Uh,
All right. All right. Got another one for you. What is the killer's name in Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I don't remember his name.
It's very obvious.
Tex.
No. No, his name is Leatherface.
Huh. Well,
'Cause he
yeah, that
wears
would be very
the
obvious.
leather mask,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I've actually never paid it. I've watched that movie. I just haven't watched it enough to remember the name of the characters.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see. Did I can't do that because I don't know enough about horror movies.
What?
See, that's where you got me beat.
The horror genre?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
By a long shot.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of really, really, really good ones and really, really, really bad ones. My
There, there's more bad ones than there are good ones.
my daughter made me sit through Pooh, Blood and Honey, the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, and then we just realized not that long ago that there's a part 2. Haven't had to watch
Wow.
that one yet.
Have you had to sit through the torture of crap, now I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know, but I do have one fun story for you.
Okay, shoot.
So this is something that I remember from when I was a kid. I came home from middle school, and my mom was watching a movie on TV. I sat down and started watching it with her. It was the dumbest movie I've ever seen, and it was just a bunch of, like, clowns running around killing people and then getting in a spaceship and flying away, and
Killer clowns from outer space.
I remember looking at my mom, I was like, "What is this? Killer clowns from outer space?" And she's like, "I don't know, I was just flipping through and was just saw it and started watching it." And then it's like it was on, like, TBS or something, and it goes, "We'll be right back to Killer Clowns from Outer Space." And my mom just starts busting up laughing. She goes, "Have you seen this before?" I was like, "No, that's just how ridiculous this movie was."
The movie's so lame. There's a lot of those though. So there's a lot of those movies. If you ever watch Riff Tracks, they do a lot of scary movies that are like B or C rated movies. You look at them, you're like, how are people supposed to be scared from this? Because I just can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
For a period there was a lot of nobody really getting scared from the movies. They were just laughing at them because for a good
Some of them
5
are
year
bad.
period, the scary movies were just so predictable and funny.
Like, I've already I don't know if I'd consider this a horror movie, but it kind of falls in this genre. I sat my daughter made me sit through Cocaine Bear, and she
See,
thought it was great. I thought it was just 2 hours of wasted life.
what did you think of Repo Man?
Never seen it.
It's the I think it's I'm probably saying the name wrong.
No, there is a movie called Repo Man, I've just never seen it.
I am thinking of uh the musical one. Repo, the genetic opera.
Oh, yeah, I never saw that either.
That it's not really a scary movie, it's a gore movie, done like an opera. So
Mm.
now for everybody listening to our long rant about movies and going over these lists, as you can tell, Mr. Archon's our resident expert. Now, I do not
Expert, I
cla
don't know if I'd say expert, but I do know quite a bit about.
I said our resident expert.
Okay. I would say our resident knows a little bit about it, but okay.
Would you classify movies like Saw or any other gory movies like that as horror or just gore fests? Because I can't really
Uh,
classify them as horror. They don't really scare you outside of the how is this person going to die type situation.
yeah, I wouldn't consider those horror movies because, like, yeah, like the main villain's not really scary,
Yeah,
and
like
there's not
Friday.
really anything scary. It's just like it's just gore. Yeah, that would be
The
gore.
the first few Friday 13th movies were true horror movies. You didn't know when he was going to come and kill him at the time of release. Now the trope is so out there that you can watch it be like she's dying next or he's dying next.
You always knew when somebody was gonna die because it went
Oh yeah,
whenever he was around. You're like,
true.
"Don't
Yeah,
you hear the music? Run, lady, run!" Yeah,
the problem is they don't hear the music.
yeah, they should.
Kill, 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 kill.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the comedian, but he does. He's one of those comedians that can do the voice of uh, not actor, the former Trailers voice guy that had that deep
Oh,
voice. Yeah, he name is Craig Shoemaker, and one of them was kill, 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 when he's making this trailer for a movie, and it's like, okay, cool. Now every time I hear that theme, I think of kill, 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 and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, just random thought. All right, so we are at an hour and 10 minutes of recording. I think we need to start wrapping things up.
I would agree with you because unfortunately I got to go to bed because I got to get up super early tomorrow.
4 a.m. is not super early.
Yeah, it is.
It's only going on 9:55 there.
No, it's 8:55 here. So
It's
it's about
only
9
going
o'clock. So
on.
if I go to sleep now, like right now, I can get 7 hours of sleep.
Hey,
So,
when I was living in California, I'd go to bed at around 10 o'clock at night and get up at 3:45 in the morning every day.
no, no, thank you.
But then on the weekends, I'd wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning just by sleeping in. I'm like, I hate sleep. I'm a morning
Yeah,
person myself.
this morning, I forced myself to sleep in till 5:45. That's my life now.
On the weekends, if I'm working mornings on the weekends, I try staying up until midnight, and then on Sunday I will go to bed at my normal time. That way, I actually don't wake up at the crack of
Ugh.
dawn.
Excuse me. See, I'm yawning. So come on, let's
All
get
right,
this
so
wrapped
let's
up.
wrap this up. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, and share. It helps out the algorithm. It helps us out a lot. If you want to talk to me in Archon, or you have any content ideas, or just want to get our opinion on something, or if you want to quiz us, because if you give us a good quiz, we might actually do the quiz from the Discord channel because I keep it up there on my that screen, and be able to sit there and do the quiz online. That's on our Discord, which is
Discord.gg/raw podcast.
caught you off guard there.
Yeah.
uh, that's the best place to reach us. We are always checking the Discord. Uh, we had a couple of conversations going on earlier today. If you want to talk to us about anything business related, emails where you go. That way we can properly reply all that and keep it professional. That email address is,
Podcastraw@gmail.com.
yeah, because Raw Podcast was already taken. And then we have a Facebook page,
Sure.
Raw Podcasts.
Yep.
And then we have an Instagram.
Raw Podcast 1.
Yep. See, everybody took our ideas of Raw Podcast, man. And so those are the best ways to reach us. Like I said, Discord's the way to go. If you want to follow me on Twitch, that's at Rook213. Where can they reach you on anything gaming related?
You can find me at pretty much anywhere as the Archon 606.
All right. So that's what we're going to call it for tonight. Y'all have a great night and y'all stay nerdy.
Have a great week, guys, and we will see you in a little extra long time now since we released this one early, but look for it. It'll be coming.